Hello, and welcome to the UCI Cybersecurity Bootcamp Spring 2021 cohort. My name is Corbin Kirst. I'm going to be your instructor. Michael Martin is going to be our teaching assistant. So I'm going to give you a quick introduction and a brief history of myself, just so you know who it is, teaching the class. So again, my name is Corbin Kirst. I'm the instructor. I have 40 plus years in the computer industry and 20 or more years of that, actually almost the whole time, because everything that I do has had some aspect of security, but at least 20 years, focused in security. Some key projects that I've worked on is the Sony hack back in 2014. I helped to recover their systems, their data, and secure them from 2015 to 2016. I also worked for Cisco Systems as an advanced systems and security engineer for about 10 years. Also, Walt Disney Imagineering did quite a bit for them, and quite a few more, including Boeing and others. My certifications, I have quite a few certifications. I'm just going to list a few. Some of these we're going to be talking about in the class. The SSCP is one of my first certifications. That's the ISC squared Systems and Security Certified Practitioner certification. I also have my CCSP, which is like the equivalent, cloud equivalent of the CISSP. So that is the cloud certified security practitioner. I also have my certified encryption specialist, so I know quite a bit about encryption. I never want to say I know everything because no one can know everything. I also have my certified ethical hacker certification from the EC Council, and that's where the CES is from as well, by the way, is the EC Council. I have my certified incident handler from the EC Council and my certified forensic investigator, or CFI, from the EC Council as well, and many more. There's just too many to list and go through in this short time. Also, I have multiple degrees. I have my Bachelor of Science in Information Systems Management. I also have another bachelor's degree, Bachelor of Science degree in Cybersecurity and Information Assurance. And finally, I have my Master of Science degree in the same thing, Cybersecurity and Information Assurance. All right, so just briefly, why I teach. I teach because I love sharing my vast knowledge of information and cyber security with students like you. Also, no one can know everything. I'm continually learning from my students who also have various perspectives and backgrounds that continue to amaze and inspire me. All right, so that's enough about me. Let's talk a little bit real quick about our, what you need to do to get ready for the class. So I'm sure they've sent you the pre-work information. I'm going to be showing you in our repo in just a couple of minutes. A few more details. I've written some scripts for you that make things a little bit easier. So anyway, in the GitLab repo, which is what we're going to look at in a minute, and also they should have emailed you, there's a little bit of pre-work to do. One of them is setting up the software on your computer for the class. The other is I like to give my lessons and also give quizzes in the quizzes tool. So I'll have information out there for you on how to set up your quizzes account and register with my class that I've set up in quizzes, for the boot camp. And that's where we'll be doing a lot of lessons and quizzes, as I mentioned. There's also some really important videos out on Bootcamp Spot on BCS. So I've actually assigned an assignment to you to watch all of those videos and answer some questions. All of the videos are very, very important to help set you up for, being successful in the course. And final note, in addition to the software pre-work, I've provided you scripts that help make the installation more simple, and I had just mentioned that. All right, so that's it for the presentation. Let's pop on over to GitLab repo that I mentioned to you earlier. So they should be giving you this link in this orientation. So hopefully you do have it by now. If not, you'll be getting it by the end of the orientation today. All right, so when you come in here, go ahead and scroll down a bit. I put a QR code for the pre-work in there for you in case you want to read that material on your mobile phone or your um, other mobile device. Um, all Android devices that I've tested have worked with the QR codes. All of the newer iPhones work with the QR code, so all you have to do in both is just open up your camera on your phone, on your mobile device, and aim it at the QR code, and it'll pop up and ask you, do you want to connect to this URL or this video, and then you can just click on it to go ahead and connect to it. For the iPhones that do not have access to scanning QR codes, there is a QR code reader from the Apple Store that you can load onto your phone, and you just have to bring that up instead of your camera. The camera is just a lot simpler because it's already on your phone, and you can just click on it and get right into it. So anyway, as it says here on the um, in the middle, it says scan or click on the QR code to view. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Okay, so I'm apparently having some kind of internet glitch or issue. Okay, there we go. So there is the page. It'll come up the same way on your mobile device if you click on it. So anyway, it's a convenient way to read it. All right, so let's go ahead and close that out and go back to our repo. Also, those automated scripts that I told you about that I wrote that make it a lot easier to install the software. The two links to the repos for that are here. So go ahead and click on, if you're running Windows, the UCI Windows setup, and it'll take you right into the okay, so for some reason, it wants to prompt me about my multi-factor authentication, so you may get the same thing. It's actually taking you to GitHub. My multi-factor is all set up, so I'm just going to say remind me later. Okay, so once the repo comes up here, here are the instructions for um, doing that installation. If you have any issues, there is a video link here in the middle that you can click on in the middle of this paragraph to watch an actual installation. So anyway, I'm not going to go through it. You can go through it and let me know if you have any questions. So going back to our repo, same thing with the Mac, and there's also a video there. The class schedule is out here, so you always know, when the class times are. Something that's very important, though, are the office hours, so take note of that. It's good for students to come early. We go over a lot of extra material that we often don't cover in class. Also, you can get assistance from myself or, Michael, the TA. I'll show you in a minute at the bottom of the page here. There is a link to register for a one-on-one session with us. The Zoom meeting, I have a QR code, so you can just click with your mobile device and join the meeting from your mobile device. Or you can actually click on the QR code and it'll bring the link for the Zoom meeting up. Students in my current cohort like doing both. They like attending the class from their phone and on the computer, especially that they can access the audio, a lot more conveniently from their mobile device. Right, so my page is locked up, so I'm going to pause the video here for a minute. Okay, so you can see it popped up with the meeting, and if you want it, and I actually do recommend opening the application. So you'll just click on open here. On your mobile device, it'll just pop up with, do you want to connect to this Zoom meeting, and you just click on it. I'm going to go ahead and cancel here because we're not going to actually connect to the meeting. Going back to the repo, this is the quizzes where I often give our lessons, but I also assign quizzes to you. The first time in the system, if you don't already have an account set up, go ahead and click on this link here. There is a video on how to do the registration by scanning this QR code or clicking on it, and it'll bring up the link in YouTube. Once you're registered in the future to connect to the quizzes, you'll go to this other link up here. This link here will add Slack to your mobile device or computer. If you scan the QR code, it'll install Slack on your mobile device. If you click on it, it'll install it on your computer. The next thing is your instructional team. So your instructional team, again, is myself and Michael Martin. Now, if you want to schedule the one-on-ones, this is what I mentioned a few minutes ago, during our office hours, either click on this link or scan it. If you scan the QR code, it will allow you to schedule the one-on-one meeting with Michael or myself on your mobile device. Otherwise, you can just schedule it here. So just pick a day and a time and so on. I'm not going to go into that. We don't have a lot of time in the orientation here to do that, but just know that you can either scan this on your mobile device or click on it to schedule one-on-one meetings with us. And then finally, this video that you're watching now, the link is going to be here at the bottom of the page if you want to rewatch it again for any reason. Maybe you didn't catch some notes on something that you wanted to, and hopefully by that time Michael will have a video here as well. So again, welcome. I look forward to working with you and teaching you in this class, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So we'll see you soon.